Welcome to IQ Boom tutorial on how to win this game. All right, so in the first tutorial, we give you a understanding on how the game is played, basically how to select your cards and shedding and those kind of things. So we give you minor understanding, but now we're going to dive a little bit deeper. How do you win in IQ Boom? Well, the first thing that you have to do, basically the first way to win is to get rid of all your cards. If you do that before anybody else, then you win. Now, the game sometimes may drag on, okay, may continue until there is no cards on the pile and you basically, nobody has cards in their hands. So what it says that in a game where no player can continue to play and everyone has passed their turn, the player whose total card face value is the lowest wins. So you can have 10 cards in your hands, and those 10 cards give you a value of 15 points. But somebody has 2 cards in their hands, and the value is 18 points. Well, even though you have 10 cards in your hands, they have 2, you win the game because the total value of the numbers on your cards are less than that other player. So therefore, what you do is when you are at the end and when there's no cards left on the distributing pile, that's the time that you need to start playing your big number cards, because if they are left in your hands at the end and then the person pass and you pass, the game is over. The computer is going to count, and if you have more points on your cards than that other person, then you lose. So be very mindful at the end of the game. So if the pile is empty and you play a command, very important, if you have commands in your hand, if the pile, the distributing pile is empty and you play a command, if there is no cards on the distributing pile and you play a command, guess what? The command has to come from your hand. So if it says to give for them to take 2 cards from the pile, the 2 cards are going to be coming from your hands instead. All right, so we will show you what that means and how that works. So this is the main thing that you have to see on how to win. So this is a schematic on how the cards can be combined. Now, we did say it's color with color, numbers with numbers. So if you have a 3, the 3 can be connected to the upper left card, which is a multi-colored card that has the color red on it. So therefore, even though it says 1, you don't worry about the 1, but the color of that number. So the 3 can be connected to that card. The 3 can be connected to the 4 because the 4 is red. And if you see on the left-hand side of the 3, you have a multicolored card which has red in it. So, which means you can play it. And then on the right-hand side, you have a freeze red card that has red in it. So therefore, you can play. And then at the bottom, if you see 3, 3, 3, so which means any color that has the 3, any card that has 3 in it, you can play that. All right. And the next one is the multi-freeze card. So you can see this card is a multi-freeze. So the multi-freeze, the freeze card is basically has a blue 1. So if you look again on the upper left hand side, you're going to see multicolored freeze card that has all the colors on there. So which means you can play it against. On the top right, you're going to see a multicolor shield card that also has red in it, a blue in it. So which means you can play that. You have a freeze that has a red in it, but because it is a freeze cards can be connected to freeze cards. All right. And then you have a blue, because that freeze card in the middle has the blue in it, you can play that 3. Now, at the bottom is very important. The number that is in these cards, those freeze cards, is not important. It is the color that is in the numbers. So even though at the bottom you see there's a green 1, because the color is green, the card that is in the middle does not have any green in it. You cannot play. The same thing for the yellow. That card that is in the middle does not have green in it. Therefore, you can, even though the number, there's a smaller one, that one is null and void. That one is just a placeholder for the color that is there. All right. Now, this is the multi-freeze card. So that card basically any card can be played on it. That's all it means. Is whenever the card is multicolor, any card that you have can be played on it. Okay? All right. So we're going to stop here so that you can understand. You can go over it and see what we talked about. And then on the next tutorial, we'll show you the commands themselves. That's very important. All right. See you soon.